This is a silver play button. And for a very long period of time, I was trying to get one of these, right? The pure focus in my brain to get one of these, in some cases, destroyed elements of my personal life in my 20s and maybe even early 30s. But having a North Star isn't a bad thing. When creating a project, if you know what you're trying to aim for in the long run, then that can help you pull your way through really hard times. I started a weight loss journey in 2025 because I had hit 27 stone. I was unhealthy. I was 40 years old and I was eating myself into an early grave. This was a combination of what I now know to be ADHD, emotional eating, and other problems. But Alan, I know, right? Stop talking about random shit. The point here happens to be is that my focus last year was laser focused on my health, my family, and my future. And because of that, the day-to-day ups and downs could be weathered. If I had a bad day, if I had a shit week, whatever it needed to be, that was fine because I had an overarching goal. And because of the overarching health, family, and future, I could weather those bad days knowing that, right, 365 days, even if 100 of those days you're being a dick, 265 of those are you being fantastically good. And that balances itself out. If you have an end goal and you're able to take one step towards it every day, then you will get there. There's an analogy that I'm going to absolutely butcher, but there was two people that were aiming to go to the North Pole. And there was two attempts at it with two completely different styles. Do you get everything prepared, get all of the things that you need, all of the experts, all of the tools, the knowledge, the vehicles, the dogs, okay, and run towards something as fast as humanly possible? Or do you take the people that truly need to go with you and then just dedicate yourself to those 2 to 3 to 5 to 10 miles a day? Yes, in the first situation, if you're sprinting towards your goal as fast as possible, you will make a lot of progress in the first few weeks, first few months, and you will accelerate into the lead. But over time, you'll run out of energy because you've been pushing so hard, so fast that things will drop away, that things will break. Also, if you're running so fast, you feel that, okay, it's a bad day, so I can afford to sit here and do nothing. I've already run 500 miles. So if I sit here for a day and wait for the storm to pass, then, it's fine. I'm ahead overall. Whilst if you're locked in on your North Star, in my case, my health, my family, and my future, and I made sure that in this journey to the North Pole, that no matter what, I kick and I scream and I do my 5-10 miles a day, no matter what, even if it's rain or shine, right? Whether I am kicking myself or not. On the good days, walk those 5-10 miles. And on the bad days, walk those 5-10 miles. Don't push yourself too hard when it's stupidly sunny because you'll burn yourself out. Enjoy the moments that you can, but also don't let the bad things be an excuse for you not reaching your end goal. At the end of the day, I believe it was Shackleton who pushed through and made sure that he did his 10 miles a day, no matter what. And they got to the summit where they were supposed to. I am aware that I've absolutely butchered this analogy, but hopefully you get the idea. Me, as someone with ADHD, I understand this wholeheartedly because at the end of the day, there's so many things where I'm like, oh, shiny, shiny, learn that a lot. And then I burn out. I have a lot of skills in my head that are very helpful for my clients because I can turn my mind to a kids TV channel, a crypto live streaming channel, a educational platform. Okay. All of this knowledge is placed in one place. But previously I was very much a jack of all trades. But at the one point where I laser focused and became a master of one, I was able to commit all of my energy in one direction and get so much more done for my clients in one go, rather than promising to do everything for them and kind of failing. So I'm inviting you today to pick your goal. Pick that thing that you want at the end of 2027, 2026-ish. This isn't a New Year's resolution. That's the other thing. Don't promise yourself anything, because New Year's resolutions you will fall off of. If I promised myself last year that I would eat healthier and lose 2-3 pounds a week, then I would have failed, because I would have kicked myself if I had a week where I didn't lose that 2-3 pounds a week. I'd feel like a failure, except for last year, because I focused on my health, my family, and my future. I was able to lose 6 stone over the course of 12 months, right? That was because I gave myself an overarching North Star to aim for. So tell me what your North Star is. Write it in the description down below. I mean, the comment section, clearly, not the description. I'm still waiting for my morning tea to hit me. But tell me your North Star. Tell me what you want to achieve by the end of this year. That will help you cement it in your brain. If you can't explain to me what your North Star is within one sentence, then maybe it's too complicated. What is your North Star? Okay, let's work on this together. When I say together, I mean the entire community, because only 30% of you that watch this channel are actually subscribed. So if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, join this growing community, and we can laser focus our way through 2026 together. I'm Alan Spicer, your YouTube certified expert. I'll see you soon.